We are only a couple weeks away from the start of college basketball, and in this video, I will be giving you guys the top 5 players for the upcoming 2024-2025 college basketball season. Now, there are a lot of players that are returning to college basketball, so this list does consist of a lot of production from last year and also my projections on how I feel like they will do this upcoming season based on the role and the team players they're playing with. So let's go ahead and jump into the list. The first player in our top 5 is Kam Jones from Marquette, who averaged 17.2 points per game, 2.4 assists, shot 50% from the field, and over 40% from three on about 2.5 per game last year at Marquette. Now, Kam Jones, he is a lefty, and he is great at getting downhill, especially to his left hand. He plays at a great pace and is able to change his pace, and he really good at shooting this like lefty running hook high off the glass, which helps him finish over defenders. He's also great at driving to his right hand as well, just getting by defenders. He gets downhill off of dribble handoffs a lot, and also in pick and roll situations. We should see a lot more pick and roll situation for him this year with no Tyler Kolek, and you can see he's really good at attacking and spinning back to his left, which you see he spun twice there. And he's also just a knockdown shooter. I mean, shooting 40% from three, shoots a lot off of spot ups. He's also good at shooting off of movement, whether it's dribble handoffs or coming off ball screens. He's really good at reading the defense if they go under and shooting behind the screen right in between the different defenders, which can make it tough for defenses if they don't know how they're guarding the dribble handoffs or even in ball screen situations. And he's also able to shoot off the dribble and shoot right in between the screens. So you can see they were trying to switch, and he shot right off of it. And he can get to a step X as well, which, these tools at scoring at 2 levels brings him to number 5 on our list. Number 4 on our rankings is Johni Broome from Auburn, who averaged 16.5 points, 8.5 rebounds, shot 54.8% from the field, 35.4 from 3, and averaged 2.2 blocks per game. All of this in under 25 minutes per game, which is insane production. Johni Broome is a forward who uses his strength and athleticism to pretty much just finish through contact consistently, especially getting to his left hand. He is able to post up as well, and he does love using his spin moves to the baseline that just overpowers defenders, and he gets a lot of easy layups, as you can see in this scenario against Grant Nelson from Alabama. But he's hard to guard because he's so athletic and he's so strong where post defenders either are too slow to guard him or too small if you put like a wing on him. So he uses strength as well to attack the offensive glass, and he really just brings a lot of energy to his team. He also has really nice touch as a roller on short rolls. Nice little push shot that he uses. Also, you can see in this clip against the zone that he does use that push shot a lot. And the big thing for him is he has improved a lot as a three-point shooter. He did shoot, as I said, 35% from 3, and he hit almost 1 a game. And when he was at Morehead State, he was almost a non-shooter. And probably the biggest part is his defense. I mean, this clip just shows it all. Going against Malik Renew from Indiana, who's a really good player, but you can just see gets a block, forces a kick out, and then again blocks another shot using his length, and then they end up forcing a shot clock violation, which that type of defense is why he comes in at number 4 on our list. Number 3 on my rankings is Hunter Dickinson from Kansas, who averaged 17.9 points per game, 10.9 rebounds, and shot 54.8% from the field and 35.4% from 3. Now, Hunter Dickinson, he is about 7'1", so he is able to use his size and strength to be able to attack the glass and seal players deep into the post. He's really good when he is able to get to his left hand in the post, which, using the sign, if defenders play behind him, it's almost automatic when he gets a deep seal. He is also able to use his counters and footwork in the post to also be able to finish with his right hand, and he loves using his spin move when defenders overplay and try to spin to the baseline, primarily getting to his left hand. And he just has been dominant playing at Kansas. He's also able to show as a roller, which he's not the greatest athlete or anything, but with his size, he's just a great target as a roller if the help man helps over too much. And even as a roller with his good touch, he is able to be effective on short roll situations, being able to knock down mid-range shots. And that is something that not many bigs are able to do in college basketball, be able to hit the short roll and knock down shots. And he's shown improvements as a spot-up shooter. He hit 23 total threes last year, which helps bring him to number 3 on our list. The second best player in college basketball for the upcoming season is R.J. Davis from North Carolina. He averaged just over 21 points per game and 3.5 assists, shooting 42.8% from the field and about 40% from 3. He is able to score at all 3 levels, being able to get downhill to his right hand. He also has a really good floater and mid-range game, which is he excels in as a pick-and-roll ball handler. And when he gets to his mid-range and ISO situations, it can be deadly, as you can see in this clip here. Now, you would like to see a little bit more efficiency from him, but that would primarily be just from not finishing at the rim, as well as some other guards based on him being undersized. But his in-between game, his runners, his mid-range is where he's really good. He also hit 3 3-pointers per game. A lot of them come off of catch and shoots and coming off of off-ball screens, as you can see here. North Carolina does a really good job of using different type of actions to get him involved, especially out of the post when they would give it to Baycott last year. He has an ultimate green light to be able to shoot in transition, where he is able to find space to get off his 3-pointers. It'll be interesting to see without Baycott how much they use him in pick and roll situations. Obviously, they use him a lot in high pick and rolls last year with Baycott, and he's good at shooting both, getting to his left hand and to his right out of the pick and roll. And he loves to shoot this pullback 3 in ISO situations off of switches, and that is what brings him to number 2 on our list. The number 1 player in college basketball for this upcoming season is Mark Sears from Alabama. He averaged 21.5 points per game, 4 assists, shot over 50% from the field and over 43% from 3. Now, he mainly scores at 2 levels in this Alabama offense, both at the rim and from the 3-point line. He is left-handed, so he's at his best when he's getting downhill to his left. But, I mean, he uses quick first step and strength to even be able to finish through contact. And even though he is left-handed, he is also a good driver to his right, so you can't just force him to his right and say you're going to be able to stop him because he can get to his right hand. And he uses his footwork as well, that even when you cut him off and play good defense, he uses his step-throughs and craftiness to still find a way to finish at the rim, which is why he was able to shoot above 50% from the field. He's an elite shooter with elite range, shooting over 47% on catch and shoots last season. And he's also really good at shooting off of dribble handoffs to his right, which is another type of catch and shoot. And he can also shoot going to his left, especially off the dribble. So you can't just force him one way because he can shoot both ways, as you can see in these clips right here. And he's great in the pick and roll at recognizing when the defenders go under and just shooting off the screen. His signature move, though, is his step back to his right. I mean, when he gets in this bag, as you can see here, he gets the switch, is patient, and just is feeling it in rhythm to his right. And even here, Zach Edey stumbling, touching earth. And, you know, pretty much just his ability to shoot and finish at the rim is what makes him the number 1 player in college basketball for this upcoming season. Now, there are a lot of great players in college basketball for this upcoming season that you could make a case will have a breakout season and should be in the top 5. So let me know any players that you guys think will be in the top 5 at the end of the season. But that will be it for this video, and I hope to see y'all in the next one.